Hey, what is up, guys? How are you guys doing? So, this is back at it with a video for you guys, man. I get a lot of videos. I get a lot of questions about the previous videos that I made. And, at the end of the day, man, it's up to you guys if you guys want to use it. Um, there's a lot of different ways that you could trade. There's a lot of different ways you could trade using certain programs or softwares or whatever you want to call it. But find out what works best for you. Definitely mess with ATS, figure out what's the best way that you found to use it, and just use it that way, man. There's a lot of versions of this. There's actually four. You could get the one that has the signals, and I have all of them actually. And to be honest, guys, you guys could find them. Um, you guys could find them, or you guys could buy them. It's all up to you. You guys could even pay monthly for them. It's up to you. Just know that there's a lot of people that go to their monthly, I think it's Wayne and Shane, or I've been on them forever. They go on there on a monthly basis, and they're still not making any money. So it's up to you guys, man. So I'm just gonna give you the rundown as quick and easy as I can to explain to you how I use it. So how I use it, man, is I use it using four consecutive trends. So meaning all these have to be in order. I only for In order for me to make a watch list, three of them have to be um, consecutively going in the same direction. So what that means is I'm always going to start at the monthly, and wherever my month is, this is going to be my directional bias. So the reason why I use the oldest one, which is the first version, personally, is because I like the liquidity lines. I really like how it looks. Um, and I got used to using the Heikin-Nashi candles. I don't use candlesticks anymore because with Heikin-Nashi candles, there's only a couple that you have to pay attention to. Usually the ones with the big wicks or the dojis, right? So it's up to you guys how you want to trade it. But to get back on the subject, and I'm not going to try to rant on this one, I'm just going to try to get straight to the point, is you're going to use a monthly. So your monthly is going to be your directional bias. So if the month is up, then the weekly, daily, and 4 hour, that's going to be the direction, right? You got to figure out, if this is a rotation of the yearly or something. I'm not exactly sure. I don't really pay attention too much to that, but I just know if the monthly's up, then that means that my weekly, daily, and 4 hour have to be up as well. So once I get my monthly direction going up, right, I also then go to the weekly. So what am I looking for in the weekly? I'm looking for another expansion line, right? That's the key. I'm looking for another expansion into the upside. As you see, we just got a brand new one, but it looks like there's some type of resistance here. Maybe I should choose a different pair because this is a Swiss pair and they're kind of choppy anyway. But nevertheless, your monthly is up, your weekly is going to be up next, right? So that's two consecutive trends in the same direction, right? The third is the daily, right? So the daily is up as well. As you see, it rotated, right? There is a slight rotation on it, but this could be a point where we're not going to take any guesses. So most likely if this rotated, that means the 4 hours down as well. But this is above expansion, right? So our directional bias is still long, right? Next, we're going to go to the 4 hour. So here's the 4 hour. As you can see with the 4 hour, this is under expansion. So and instead of us waiting to see how far instead of us buying the dips or whatever you want to call it, we're just going to wait until we get a new expansion line over either we get a new box with a new expansion line, right? Or we just get a new expansion line like right over here, or we get this price goes over this expansion line. That's going to make, because remember, the expansion lines indicate our directional bias, right? So as long as this is red and going down, we're waiting. We're waiting. But the 4 hour is going to be our trigger. Once we get that green uh, expansion going up, we're already going to be buying. How we're going to buy is very, very simple. What we're going to do is we're going to shoot all the way down to the 5-minute chart, right? And any and every time, you guys could look at the chart every 10 minutes or whatever you want to do. You're going to get to a point where you're going to see certain price levels move, and you could use the new version, which allows you to you know what I mean, get those alerts. But Nevertheless, you're going to go to the 5-minute chart, and this is all you're going to do. All you're going to do is every time you get a green expansion going up, you're going to put in an order, right? So for example, we got one right here, we would put in a buy. We got another one right here, we're going to put in another buy. We got one right here, we put in another buy. We got one here, we're going to go long. Got one here, long, 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 long. So as you see, obviously you're going to be scaling out of your positions, but you're always going to be on the right side of the trend, right? And this is only one pair. I trade like 26 pairs. Let's see. These are all the pairs that I trade, and I have them all in line and they're ready to roll. But nevertheless, that's all you guys are going to do. You guys could put stops. Remember, the market does stop hunts. So it's all up to you. If I were you, I would go to Trading View, and instead of stops, I would put price alerts at key levels. So at this, if I built my position from here, here, I'm going to start obviously scaling out, but I'm also going to put alerts. So if price dips right here, is it dipping right here because it's going to revisit this liquidity and then go up? So you just got to be aware of that. But at the end of the day, all you're going to do is get 4 consecutive trends in the same direction, monthly, weekly, daily, 4-hour. You're going to go to the 5-minute. You're going to add your positions in there. The 4-hour is going to be your overall target, take profit targets. So for example, I'm going to be scaling out, but my overall price target is going to be this liquidity here, because it could come up here, take another pause, because look, this is another level. This is a high for the week probably, and it might come back down and it might start shooting back down. So this would be my key level. But again, we're not going to get in this until this is green and going up. All right, so hopefully that was short enough. It went to the point. And like I said, there's a lot of different ways you could trade it, but that's how I trade it, and it's been working for me. So good luck.